Good morning, friends and fellow traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options, and this is the morning market preparation video for June 11th, 2018. Well, hey everyone, I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, got all rested up, and ready for another week of trading. We had kind of a turbulent weekend with that G7 meeting and world leaders acting a little bit childish, calling each other names and tossing threats back and forth. So that's got the market just a little bit on the side of jittery, as you can expect. On the positive side, however, there is a rumor, some speculation that the FOMC may end its balance sheet reductions sooner than expected, leaving a large chunk of money out there on their balance sheet. And of course, the market definitely likes easy money policy. So that is helping to boost the market here a little bit, and so consequently the market's just a little bit flat. It doesn't know exactly where it wants to go this morning. Now also keep in mind we have the FOMC meeting coming up on Wednesday, so it's not atypical to see the market just kind of rest, chop sideways as we wait for that decision. So a lot that the market has on its plate, at least at the moment, trying to figure out this direction. Now let's take a look at the price action here in the market. If we are honest and look at this without bias, we can see that trend is moving higher. We can also see the momentum of that trend is favoring the bulls. Okay, and there's nothing here yet that's indicating that's about to change. If we take a look, there's a resistance level right here that we will have to deal with, and of course one just above that we will have to deal with in the market. So we could certainly move on higher to test those levels, but we also have to realize that we've moved up quite a few days in a row, and a typical market is going to see some kind of a pullback or a consolidation to deal with that strong of rally. So we have to be prepared that that could happen at any time, but trend is still good. If we were to consolidate or to pull back, what we'd want to see is a nice tight consolidation. That's what I'd like to see. Nice tight consolidation that gives us an opportunity to maybe attract more bulls into the market. Also, a pullback that holds above 25,000 could be just as handy in attracting those bulls, as long as we don't break down from there. That pullback and those buyers step in here moving us higher, that would be a fairly typical market move. So let's hope this trend continues to hold on. If we take a look at the SPY, the same thing is true. Trend is still strong and momentum favors the bulls. We've got lots of energy to the upside. We're testing resistance levels here in the SPY. So there's nothing here saying that we can't go higher. And there's certainly no clues really at this point that we are really going to collapse or fall from here either. So even though we have all of these things on our plate right now, a lot of things up in the air, we're just kind of hedging our bet here, staying in those upper ranges. At least at the moment, we're going to have to stay very, very focused on price action here for clues of change. Let's take a look at the Qs. Qs have been very, very strong. Again, trend favors the Qs, and momentum favors the Qs. Now, we have a little bit different situation here in that the Qs tested this all-time high. We popped out and then immediately pulled back. That doesn't necessarily mean anything bad. It means that we could slip into a consolidation in here, or we could slip into that light volume type pullback that moves us back toward this support area where we might be able to find those bulls to push it higher. So as long as we hold trend, as long as things kind of hang in there, we're in good shape. And I can't fault this market anywhere in the price action that suggests that we should just be getting bearish here. So kind of keep that in mind as you're planning your day ahead. If we take a look at IWM, also extremely bearish up here near those all-time highs, looking strong. Trend is strong. You know, what can you say? We did exactly what we want to see in a market. We move up we move on up, we test at resistance, and then finally break through. We test it as support, and then we move on up. I don't know how much more you could ask for an index. That was a perfect move. And any kind of a rest or pullback in here should not be a big surprise. But there's nothing in here, at least right now, that suggests we are ready to just start moving south. So as you plan your day, just be prepared for just about anything. Now, keep in mind that ahead of an FOMC meeting, it's not atypical for the market to just kind of chop sideways as we wait for the news. So that could be a possibility. I don't know what's going to occur here, and I certainly don't want to try and predict what's going to occur here. Just simply that we have a lot on our plate, and the market has a lot to deal with. Now, speaking of a lot to deal with, that does not hold true for the economic calendar today. The economic calendar is extremely light with only there's one bond announcement and 4 bond auctions today. That's all we have on our plate for Monday here on the economic calendar. So really nothing there that could potentially move us around. And we had about 38 companies or so reporting earnings. And none of those companies would be what I would call companies that move the market. So keep that in mind. We're holding up pretty darn well here in the market. Things are continuing to look strong. And let's take a look at that VIX. The VIX has tried a couple times to move higher, but notice it just can't seem to get it going. There's not a lot of fear here in this market. We're holding around a 12 handle. When you think about it, overall, that's a really good reading for the VIX. There's just not a lot of fear here in the market. Now, we are holding above this downtrend line. This downtrend line took a long time, actually years, to be created here. And we're holding above that, and that could be used as support, or we could easily fail that at any time. So kind of keep an eye on that. And watch the VIX. The VIX is going to give us a clue if fear starts creeping back into the market. Let's take a look at T21.22. T21.22 is the 4-week new high, new low ratio. Now, I get a lot of questions about T21.22. T21, you're not going to find this on Thinkorswim. You're not going to find this on a lot of platforms. This is something that's in TC2000. And you can see all it is the 4-week new high, new low ratio. That's all it is. So there's nothing fancy about this here. They're just taking an average of all the issues out there that are 4-week new high and those that are 4-week new low and giving us a ratio. I plot that as just a line chart here. And as you can see, it's very consistent in it's showing the upper ranges and the lower ranges. And if I go to a weekly chart, you can see how consistent that is. Upper range, lower range. And so I just mark that off here as we're up here toward that bearish reversal zone, that place where we could easily see some selling come into place, some profit taking. But that doesn't mean it has to happen. We can stay up here for a while. And as you can see, we've kind of wiggled around up in this upper range for some time. And that can continue for a period of time, and we even have room yet to the upside. So there's nothing here suggesting that we absolutely have to fall, but we're at that point where we want to watch this pretty closely for clues of some profit taking. So keep that in mind as you plan your day forward. With that, guys, I want to wish you all a fantastic day. I hope everyone had a great weekend, is ready to get back to trading, and I wish you great profits today. And if this is the first time you've seen this information, please do me a favor. Click that subscribe button on YouTube, the follow me button on Facebook. Click those thumbs up buttons and drop a comment if you feel the video is worthy of that. And please always feel free to share this video with any friends and family. You know, guys, I do this as part of my market preparation, and I decided a while back, a few years back, to just start sharing my preparation on YouTube. I don't make any money from this, and I don't intend to make money from this. This is just to help everyone maybe take that unbiased look at the market, because that was one of the things I struggled with a lot as a trader, always having a bias and not looking at what the price action was actually showing me. If you find this helpful, please subscribe. And everyone, have a great day. I wish you great profits, and we'll talk to you all very soon, bright and early Tuesday morning. Take care, everyone.